Right, I'm back on the Cotswold Heritage Fury Stirling engine. Now, I've purposely got this running prior to starting the video because I wanted to see how long this would run without, continuously, without stopping. The other day I ran it for 3 or 4 minutes and it stopped. Now I know it shouldn't do that, so I've been playing about with it and I found a solution. So it weren't brain surgery. Basically, what you have to do on a Stirling engine, if the cylinder gets hot, it will just stop. The Stirling engines rely on a cold and a hot differential, and if in here, I won't take the chimney stack off now because that all comes off. There's a burner in there. I've got the burner on the absolute lowest setting I could get it now, and that's done the trick. The other day when I was running it, I had it on sort of middle of the road heat. Yeah, it got it going fast, but what that middle of the road heat does, the heat transfer gets into these cooling fins. It's just too much heat. They can't cool it. If you can get the heat transfer low, then the cooling fins have a chance of actually withstanding the heat and cooling the cylinder down, and that's what it's doing now. So I've had this running for about 12-13 minutes. So I think now that will just continue until the gas runs out. I've got the temperature of the burner about where it wants to be. Now I would like to run it a little bit slower than that, but I'm more or less about as low as I can go on the burner. I think if I turn it down any more, it will just go out. I might try a smaller burner head. I'll show you the burner. The chimney gets really hot, so I have to. I might be able to drop that down a bit. I'm trying to drop it down a bit. Yeah, so it's not liking it, but that's as low as I can get it. I think if I turn it any more, you could see it wanting to go out. Nice engine, very nice engine. You know, they would have to charge a reasonable amount for this, and when they're trying to compete with, the cheaper versions, which most people buy, to be honest, it's all about the money, isn't it? When the better models come along, it's a shame, but a lot of the time the companies that make them don't get enough sales, and then they stop doing it. So if you come across Cotswold Heritage models, they will definitely be a better quality product. A lot of them are kit built, so they sold them in kit, and they sold it in kit and sold it as ready built. So the kit one, obviously, is going to be depend on who built it, who done the machining. The vast majority of guys that buy these for machining know what they're doing. So I would say you're probably pretty safe, but you are obviously going to get the odd one who's trying his best, but he hasn't done it all his life like some of them, and the finish is not as good as it could be. But so I don't know whether this has been made by a model engineer from a kit, or if it was from the factory. I think I might be wrong, but I think the fact that it's got a model issue number, this is probably a factory one. yeah, and I think now I've got the temperature where it should be for consistent running. Now the reason I'm thinking about consistent running is I've been thinking about doing some shows, you know, little model engineering shows with a stand with some of my models on. And so when I think of that, I think, well, what am I going to show? I want to be able to show something that's running. Now I've got some steam engines. I think some of the shows will let you have a flame, some of them won't. Probably an insurance deal. If you can't run a flame, then you're pretty much snookered. I wouldn't be able to run this, even though the flame in there is enclosed, so I don't know. But if they say no flames, then you're restricted to what you can do. I have got 3 or 4 of my steam engines what are electric powered. I've got a couple of American ones, and I've got the big Walesko D32, and I've got the German, the East German one. That's electric powered, so I could run a few different steam engines at a show without a flame. So that's one of the reasons I'm keeping them. Yeah, so I've never done a show. Perhaps one of the guys that have done a show will be able to leave a comment and say, look, you know, but I've got a feeling that some shows will allow you to run with flames and some won't. So if I can't run a flame, that's a shame, because it's going to exclude some of the big boys. Anyway, it's only a short video. So what I've done here, this is only a 7-minute video. Yeah, so we're coming up towards 20 minutes now of this running. It stopped its whistling. It was whistling. It was brand new. I think it was brand new and hardly ever been used. I think it's probably been a shelf queen. I know if I ever buy a shelf queen, I run it. None of mine are shelf queens. Yeah, so like that, my Markling 16051, only ever been run on air, still in the box. And well, if you haven't seen the video, go and have a look, because I done sort of a first impression video, and the second video I did, I steamed it. And the third one I did was the running the water pump, showing the water pump working. So yeah, I don't if it's a shelf queen, I'll make sure it gets used. But anyway, that's a short one, guys. I've got a nice machine coming next week. Actually got 3 nice machines coming next week, all different, all nice for different reasons. So do like and subscribe. If you like it, share the channel. Let's get a few more subscribers, and I'll keep doing them. I'll leave it there. Take care, guys, and catch you again soon.